Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. So today Ethereum is up at $381 currently. So that's 3.5% increase in the last 24 hours, which means it's around 10 or so dollars off the all-time high, I believe, of 391. So that's great news because hopefully Ethereum can burst through and make a new ceiling for itself, which would be absolutely brilliant. Other than that, in the top 10, there's not much real. Everything's up and down around 2 or 3%. There's not much too many changes. IOTA is up 5.7%, which I believe is the biggest jump in the top 10, which is great. But other than that, everything's not red, so it's a good day. So the big news in Ethereum is that it has been linked with the Russian banking system. So its founder, I suppose you all know his founder, Vitalik Buterin. He's a 23-year-old Russian Canadian who moved over to Canada in, I believe, when he was around 6 years old or so. So when he moved over there, I believe he got his Canadian passport, all that stuff. So he's a Russian Canadian anyway, and he around 2 or so months ago he had talks with Vladimir Putin to talk about the Russian banking system and how blockchain, cryptocurrency, Ethereum could all be linked into the Russian banking system to make some, essentially I presume, to make some money. They say it's to get the banking system up to date and provide faster, safer transactions, which is good, which is great, which it would do if banks link in and get onto this. It would provide faster, safer transactions, but I also presume it's to make a bit of money as well, because I don't believe banks will be in it just solely for the good of making faster, safer transactions. It's to keep up with everyone else, because I believe this is where banking is probably going to go. That's what I think anyway. It's going to be more. It's sure, you even see it yourself. Everything's done through your phone, on your apps, online. It's online banking. It's essentially just a number on a screen. It's not actually physically money. So I believe once, and the banking system is heavily regulated at the moment. So that's why bank transfers and sending money takes days and days and days. Has to jump through the hoops and the rings and everything like that to get to the other side, to the person you want to send the money to. And blockchain, the way blockchain and the whole blockchain system works, is that it can confirm those transactions pretty much like really quickly. So it's a faster and it's a safer system, because everybody on the network knows that the money has been transferred from one person to the other. Well, anyway, so Vitalik has so they met up. Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum, and Vladimir Putin met up and discussed these things. So to link the blockchain, cryptocurrency world in with the banking system. And a few banks have gone on board now, include VTB Group, Cyberbank PJSC, have so they've hopped on board with the Russian government now, and they've formed a distribution ledger based on the Ethereum protocol. So essentially, it's a modified version of the Ethereum protocol, and they've dubbed it the master chain. So this is brilliant. So the Russian banks seem to be hopping onto this. Seem to be hopping onto this cryptocurrency blockchain network, and as you see there, in around 2 or so months, they've developed this thing called the master chain, and this is brilliant because the banks who are regulated up against, so you have two basic things. You have the banks who are heavily regulated, and the cryptocurrency world blockchain system, which isn't really regulated by a central unit. And so the banks seem to be getting onto the technology that the blockchain provides, in order to reap it in its benefits, basically faster, safer transactions, which is great. So the master chain, basically it complies with security standards, and which is absolutely brilliant. So the banks will be developing, and I presume over the next few months and years or whatever, will be developing these systems to make sure they're regulated in the bank's way, which, unlike the cryptocurrency market currently at the moment, is completely different. So hopefully, if Russia really gets behind this and gets on board with this, hopefully there will be a big jump in Ethereum's because they basically use the Ethereum platform, Ethereum protocol to essentially make their master chain. Hopefully this will link in now and incorporate a big rise with Ethereum as Vlatic gets on board with it. So hopefully there's money to be made there. Like always, do your own research, search it out, see what's what, and just form your own opinion on it and make your moves according to your own opinion. So yeah, so that's it for today anyway, and hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you'd like to. If you like the video, smash that thumbs up button. Give me a huge thumbs up, and if you'd like to make donations to the channel, you can do so below in the description. Thanks very much.